Child's Song in Spring by Edith Nesbit, 1858 to 1924. The silver birch is a dainty lady. She wears a satin gown. The elm tree makes the old churchyard shady. She will not live in town. The English oak is a sturdy fellow. He gets his green coat late. The willow is smart in a suit of yellow, while brown the beech trees wait. Such a gay green gown God gives the larches, as green as he is good. The hazels hold up their arms for arches, when spring rides through the wood. The chestnut's proud and the lilac's pretty, the poplar's gentle and tall, but the plane tree's kind to the poor dull city. I love him best of all. Okay, this is a poem by Edith Nesbit. Let's see, Edith Nesbit is best known as the author of The Railway Children. She's a British author, and she spans the late Victorian era and the Edwardian age, and the post-First World War era as well. She was a left-wing political activist, and she was a founder of the Fabian Society, which later became affiliated to the Labour Party. She was born in South London. Her father died when she was young, and she travelled all over family travelled from place to place for many years, including France, Spain and Germany as well. So, what's this poem about? Well, this is a poem of the trees. It's about the connection to nature, and it's describing each of the trees, and I think this poem, it's talking about childhood. It's talking about the different characters of nature. It's also perhaps exploring the passage of time with the changes of the season, and I think this also perhaps reflects as well the transition from being a child to being an adult, and this itself is perhaps a theme that in the Victorian times children had to behave like adults, but as we've moved into the Edwardian era, children now need time to grow up, and it's perhaps reflecting a change in the way of thinking of society. The silver birch is a dainty lady. She wears a satin gown. That's a wonderful metaphor to start with. And the silver birch wears a satin gown. Well, the bark, the skin of the silver birch tree is this white satiny colour, and the silver birch is a gentle lady wearing this gown, and it's a beautiful description of the tree. The elm tree makes the old churchyards shady. She will not live in town. So the elm is a great big tree, and it provides lots of shade, but the elm tree is too big to live in town. This is something that you would find in an old churchyard, a huge old elm tree. The English oak is a sturdy fellow. He gets his green coat late. So the leaves of the English oak, they open quite late in the season. there are many other leaves that open earlier, and this green of the oak is something that you see but a little bit later than other ones. And the oak is a big strong fellow, and he gets his green coat late. Again, another metaphor. The willow is smart in a suit of yellow, and the willow tree is this yellow colour because the branches hanging down of the willow tree are yellow, and the willow tree looks beautiful with this yellow colour as a contrast. While brown the beech trees wait, and the beech trees are this beautiful brown colour. Such a gay green gown God gives the larches, as green as he is good. So, firstly notice, gay green gown God gives green good. All of these G's, this alliteration. So the larch has a very bright green colour, and the larch is a strong, intense green colour, and this larch tree is as green as God is good. Notice the capital H is as good as God. So as green as God is good. So it's this bright green colour. The hazels hold up their arms for arches when spring rides through the wood. And the hazel, the arms of the hazel tree are there making arches so that you can walk through the wood in spring. Okay, so the hazels are normally very, very straight, but not very big. The chestnut's proud, so the chestnut stands up proud, and the lilac's pretty, and the lilac is a beautiful tree. The poplar's gentle and tall, so the poplar is a gentle, tall tree. But the plane tree's kind to the poor dull city. I love him best of all. So the plane tree is one that, well, firstly, its bark, it has pieces of different colours. It can be white and green and a greeny brown colour, and it comes off in pieces. And the plane tree is normally used to give shade. The plane trees give shade all over the city, and maybe this is why she likes the plane tree best, because the plane tree, it's giving its bark gives the city colour and makes it look pretty, and also it gives shade. So here we've got this poem. It's talking about all of the different characters of all of the trees, and how each of the trees is different, and that everybody is different in life, and we all act in different ways. So, Child's Song in Spring by Edith Nesbit.